Hi Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your September monthly. Ooh, look at that, you just had the Hierophant. Taurus energy there, so keep that in mind. It could be Uranus moving into retrograde. Welcome to your September 2024 tarot reading, Gemini. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of the month of September. Remember, August was a huge month astrologically, huge movements in the sky and shifts in the energy. So make sure that you take a look at those August monthly readings as well. Here in September, we do have Uranus retrograding beginning in Taurus, Pluto moving back into Capricorn, and we are officially into eclipse season. We will have a lunar eclipse, Pisces full moon mid-month. So lots to get into. Let's get right into it, Gemini. You start off that first week with the Empress card, Major Arcana, as well as the Knight of Swords. Second week of September finds you with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, as well as the King of Pentacles. Third week of September, King of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Two of Pentacles. Your reading so far has lots to do about people of importance watching over you, Gemini. That's already what I'm feeling. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles, last week of the month, and the Ace of Swords. I will tell you, I believe Taurus just got the Ace of Swords at the very end of the month as well. So it's interesting because Taurus got some cards, a Wheel of Fortune card that was just like Aries. So there's like this repeated thing here of each sign getting some messages to the next sign. So make sure you look at Taurus's reading as well. All right, Gemini, let's take a look and ask Spirit to send you a card representing the energy you are bringing into the month of September. I just heard Gemini, I just heard Taurus. Please send my Geminis a card representing the energy they bring into September. Look at that, you have the Three of Cups. So for any of you all who could have been celebrating in the month of August, or maybe there was supposed to be a celebration, but something came in the way of it. So for example, I'm hearing here someone could have was supposed to receive a promotion, or possibly someone was supposed to have some type of recognition, but maybe it was either foiled, it wasn't able to fruition for whatever reason. It does feel like this energy you are bringing into the month of September. If you are still around this group of people, maybe this is a continued theme that you can figure out where is it that you all can get back together, even if it isn't on the same terms, okay? I do think that as you are coming into the month of September, there are a lot of court cards here, and there are a lot of cards representing needing to have some type of power associated with it. So I do think that that Three of Cups, maybe it was just delayed, and it could be coming in the month of September. So just be aware of that. All right, Spirit, if you can send Gemini an overarching theme card for the month of September. And you have the Ten of Wands. This depiction is so interesting because it's so dark, and it definitely is showing you where there is light at the end of a tunnel, right? This does feel like during this month, you're no longer going to feel bogged and weighed down by a heavy load that you could have been lifting possibly this summer. I do think, Gemini, with Jupiter moving into your sign, I do think many of you all have felt a weight lifted off your shoulders, because Jupiter usually brings some type of benefic news or more power to you. And I do think that this Ten of Wands is something that you are ready to move past whatever heavy burdens you had in the past. And I do think September is going to be really good for that. So that's really nice to see, Gemini. So let's take a look at your cards. So what I think is really powerful here is you have the Empress, Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Ace, Ace. Whoa, like that's a lot going on, Gemini, in a very good way. What I will tell you though is it feels like you're going to have to harness this energy in order to reap all of the rewards. And I say that because during the first few weeks, I can already see where there's some type of opportunity that could be presented to you that you've been able to manifest with this Empress. There's some type of quick movement here. Someone could offer you some type of position or even a raise or a recognition. But it does also feel like by the time you get to this last, I shouldn't say last, by the time you get to this third week of the month when we have that eclipse, be prepared for some type of decision maybe is being put on your plate, because by the time you get to the end of the month, you have two aces, but they're both in reverse. So this could symbolize you have so many options that are really huge, but you just don't know how to grab them. And I do think that this month is going to be that month, Gemini, where you're going to really have to tap into your own intuition. I do think that by time you start the month here with Uranus retrograde beginning in Taurus on the 1st, Pluto entering Capricorn as well on that first day, Virgo new moon, and then on the 3rd, Mars in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces. Now, with Mars being in your sign on September 3rd, Mars is that energy of action, wanting to get stuff done. Knight of Swords, that is Mars in Gemini, right? Gemini, air energy, Mars trying to get stuff done quickly. What is it that you're trying to manifest? What is it that you're trying to get started? I do think if you can use that Virgo new moon at the very beginning of the month, this is energy that you are planting seeds at the very beginning of the month. Remember, the Empress card is new beginnings, wanting to start something new. So I do feel like using that Virgo new moon, especially if you are in a role that you know the steps to get to where you need to get, but you just haven't been able to either manifest them, or maybe someone hasn't given you all the tools and you're still searching for how to get to this benefic way of being able to. It's almost like you're trying to get there quickly, but the universe is telling you you're going to have to go through all the steps. And I do think that that Empress card and Knight of Swords, you are going to have all the tools you need this month, Gemini. You're just going to have to pay attention on how to use them. And I do think you're going to get that opportunity several times during this month. Once we get to that second week of the month when Mars enters Cancer, moves out of your sign into Cancer, I do think that's going to be more of a helping energy. And I do think by the time you get to the 9th of the month when Mercury enters Virgo, communications start being more about how you can get organized, how you can get to the details, and you're no longer worried about not knowing how to get there. Remember at the beginning of the month, I was saying you're just rushing around. By the time you start moving into the second and third week of the month, you're no longer worried about, okay, what do I do? Someone comes to you with some benefic opportunity. You could be stepping into a new role. I do think many important people have been watching you. And I do think that that's really important to note, because you are coming into some type of opportunity, Gemini, where all you need to do is ask, okay? And I do think that that third week of the month is when we do have that lunar eclipse, Pisces full moon on September 17th. And then just a few days later, we have the sun entering Libra on the 22nd, as well as Venus entering Scorpio. So that is a big week, that 17th, 18th, all the way to the 22nd. An eclipse, sun entering Libra, Venus entering Scorpio. During this time, you will be presented with an option or an opportunity, or someone's going to say, okay, you're going to have to choose. And this is going to be that time for you to do that, Gemini. That Pluto, well, actually, let's back up. So that lunar eclipse, I think, is what is going to set off this tone, because that is a full moon. So something is going to be enlightened during this second and third week. And I do think now that Pluto is in Capricorn, by the time you get to the end of the month, it will be interesting to see how the energies play out now that Mercury enters Libra on the 26th. And then we actually have the sun conjunct Mercury in Libra on the 30th. You have these two benefic aces, but they're both in reverse. there is an opportunity for more money, more prestige, and it may not be where you're at now, meaning you could get a job offer from another company, or you could be mulling over starting a business on your own. You could have a friend or a colleague that's like, hey, let's start doing something on the side. It's like you have a little angst towards it, but it's there to grab. You just have to be confident. You just have to step into it, okay? So I'm telling you, this month, Gemini, really pay attention to all of these benefic things that are going on. You all have some really great cards here. The Empress, King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, these two aces. You're gonna have to grab it, okay, Gemini? So I hope y'all have a great September. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to, and I'll talk to you later.